Okay, so I own 3 Bitcoin, a little over 3 Bitcoin right now on July 13th as we're getting CPI data. Things are looking so doom and gloom for all the markets across the board. But I'm looking at the long term vision of Bitcoin, where I think it's going by 2025, where I think it's going by 2030 and 2035. This will be a staple in my portfolio. And in this video, I want to talk about my overall goal for Bitcoin. Where do I want to get to? How far do I want to go with Bitcoin? How many Bitcoin do I want to hold when it's all said and done for the long term? Now, I have a number in mind. If I get more than that, great. But I have a number that I need in my overall portfolio. And again, the power of dollar cost averaging is really helping me out here because I've been adding $35 a day every single day to Bitcoin. Now, I understand not every single person out there can afford to do that, but every person out there can afford to do something to better their future. And you could do it through dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. When I went to Bitcoin Miami, something I learned right away, many of the Bitcoin maxis, say what you want about them. You know, a lot of people will say, it's not good for crypto, or a lot of people would say, hey, Bitcoin is the only one that will last, right? I don't pick sides. I always try to learn from people. What I learned from them is they buy Bitcoin. They buy Bitcoin. They don't sell Bitcoin. They buy Bitcoin. And they've been doing it for years, and it's worked out tremendously for them. A lot of them that I've talked to, 10 plus years of investing in Bitcoin, life changing money in small amounts every single day, small increments. Cut out the needless spending, buy Bitcoin every day. That's what they say. So let's dive into this. So Bitcoin nosedived after the CPI data came out. You could see it right here, just straight down when that CPI data came out. We were almost touching 20,000, and we gave up a ton of value in about 12 to 15 minutes, right? We lost almost $1,000 to the Bitcoin price. To be expected, though. The CPI data came out a sizzling 9.1% here in June. We knew it was going to be bad. We had 8.6% in our head. It came out a little bit worse, but there were a lot of people saying it could be worse. And again, the good thing is here, inflation may be past its peak with gas prices pulling back from record highs. Again, this data that they pull is from the month prior. So we'll see if things get better, if this is the worst for inflation numbers. But with Bitcoin, my overall plan is this. I've got a little bit over 3 Bitcoin right now. Where I'd like to be, I don't know if I'm going to get there by the end of the year. It depends how low Bitcoin goes here, right? Because I'm keeping dry powder on the sidelines right now, specifically because I think we could be heading down there toward that 17.5 mark to retest the previous low, perhaps even lower. But my overall goal is to acquire 5 Bitcoin. I want that to be a staple of my crypto portfolio. I want Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Cardano to be my staples, my backbone to my portfolio. That is my overall plan. It hasn't changed. I've been talking about it all 2020, 2022, that is, and even back in 2021. And the plan has not changed. My plan is to have 5 Bitcoin for the long term, hold them, and let's see what happens. Right now, a lot of people are going to ask, what's your current price cost? Well, it's a little higher than I want it to be, but the dollar cost averaging strategy that I've been doing since April 1st has been helping out tremendously. Whereas, before then, I was really at a high cost. I was about at a 48,000 per Bitcoin price. Now, and I bought in a little bit of chunks as well, in addition to that $35 per day since April 1st. But now I'm right around $41,000 cost averaging in and buying small chunks at around these price levels underneath 20,000. So I'll slowly get there. I want to taper that down. Hopefully I can get down to about an average cost of about 30,000. That would be ideal, but we'll see. So I'll continue to talk about this and this strategy, but I wanted to break in here and talk about, what I'm doing here. And again, having that long-term future right now is so, so important because a lot of people are struggling with just bad news after bad news after bad news. Remember, these are the opportunities that people take advantage of to create generational wealth. I'll leave you with that. Drop down below in the comment section what you think about this, and I will see you all in the next video. Don't forget to hit that like button too on your way out. Thanks.